There are 5 common mistakes I see people making when using the Typhoon Blade. Almost everybody knows the Typhoon Blade for its movement, but the people that use it specifically to attack do not understand the full movement capabilities of the Typhoon Blade. Its default attack is good, but it's not the best movement capability of the Typhoon Blade attack. The Typhoon Blade is specifically designed in a way that can break cameras easily. All you have to do is do a slam attack and press the slide button so that you move past their camera. So not only can they not see your attack, when they look at the direction where the attack came from, you're already behind them, so you can do it again and again and again. And then when you finally think they're done, you can use the slash attack. It's that simple. Also, I see people not using the running properly. In this season especially, movement is very key. So what I don't understand is why people are using these basic ass moves. The Typhoon Blade is good for zigzagging, it's good for jumping off walls, running on higher structures, getting in front of people. It's good for all of that, and people seem not to understand that it can be used in this way. Mistake number 2, not using it to attack. Many people that use the Typhoon Blade not to attack only use it for movement, which is good on its own, but a lot of the fights that they get into can easily be ended if they just use the Typhoon Blade to attack. Mistake number 3, not using cover. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've seen people come out with the Typhoon Blade in the wide open, just leaving themselves open for clean shots. The Typhoon Blade is not meant for people that don't have cover. It's only meant for places that have high covers, aka low visibility for the user. That way you can sneak up on your enemies and hit them when they least expect it while dodging as many attacks as possible from them. Mistake number 4, not closing the distance before making the kill. I cannot tell y'all how many times I've seen people announce themselves with a Typhoon Blade knowing they can't shoot for their lives, telling the enemy exactly where they are, and then try to run in with the Typhoon Blade. If you're not able to close the distance within 2 seconds, do not announce yourself. Close the distance first, and then once you close the distance, attack. That way you catch the enemy off guard, while also eliminating all possibilities that you will be killed before the fight. And the final mistake, probably one of the most stupid mistakes, is not having a backup plan. The Typhoon Blade is good, but if you don't have a backup plan, you can be easily third-partied by another team that is just watching you kill them. Not having a backup plan is probably the worst mistake to have in Battle Royale period, but when you have a Typhoon Blade, there's not much you can do when someone else sees you from far away. Not only that, if the person that you're trying to attack knows how to defeat you, it's best to have a backup plan in order to escape. But I have 2 bonus tips for you. You need to learn how to predict your enemy's movements and use fear to your advantage. Especially for people that are better than you or are equal to you, being able to predict their movements can heavily skew a fight in your favor. If you're able to predict what they're doing, you'll be able to avoid most attacks planned against you. And fear is one of the best tactics you have to throw them off their game too. Especially with good players, if you come out of nowhere and just start striking them down, just deleting their healths, they're going to try to get out there as quickly as possible. Because when you're being attacked out of nowhere, the last thing you want to do is figure out what's going on and then die. So the first thing they're going to do is try to get away from you, which is basically the only thing you can do in that situation. But if you want to learn how to defeat Typhoon Blade users, click the video on your screen. And without further ado, see you in the next one.
Coming in, go. Walking them out with their bait. He wanna save all the hoes, yeah, that boy need a cake. Clean up the cash with a rake. My girl is freaky, she tough with her tongue like a snake. Wonder how long it's gonna take.